I'm Christian Lamitschka, and I present you today Jason Thomas and JXD. Country music has many new fans in Europe who might be hearing about you for the first time. How would you describe the music you are playing?
I think the music that we're playing is, we've done a lot of progressive, new country, some pop, and we've done a lot of old traditional. And I think a lot of the stuff that we're doing now is probably modern traditional music. You know, a little bit of modern traditional country. So it's kind of a new mix.
So that would answer my next question. What kind of songs do you like to record most?
Personally or professionally? That's two different things. I think on a personal level, my favorite stuff is stuff from the 90s. You know, the 90s music.
Yep.
That's my, but I think professionally, I think, if it sounds good and our fans like it, and they're,
What's your opinion?
Yeah, absolutely. I just love to have fun. So if we're doing lyrics that either touch our hearts or lyrics that just make you want to have a good time, that's right up my alley.
So, do you have any interesting stories about how fans have been affected by your music?
We've got a song now called The Journey, and you'll hear it, maybe. No, we'll give it to you. But it's written by Randy Boudreau and Doug Johnson, and Doug Johnson co-wrote the Three Wooden Crosses. Are you familiar with that song? Randy Travis.
Yeah, Randy Travis.
Great, it's a fantastic song. And I think that the stuff that we've done before, Somebody Down Here Loves Me, and some other songs that I really look forward to what I think The Journey is going to do, because it talks about life and death. And we don't know when we're going to go, and just be thankful for the time that we get to spend here.
Whether it's a day or 100 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who do you look up musically, and how deep do your musical roots run?
Oh my gosh, I've been singing my whole life. My family's from the Ukraine. My grandmother was a polka singer. So I've just been kind of in it. I grew up on Reba McEntire and Crystal Gale. And of course we can appreciate some of the new artists that have come along over the last few years. Rascal Flatts has done a lot of great stuff. So I really think that country music has developed in such a wonderful way over the last several decades that we get to hold on to our traditional roots, and we also get to be more modern. So I think just across the board, it's just a great place to be right now.
Okay. So, what do you think about today's country music versus its roots, and what do you see it going in the future?
I think today's country music is like rock and roll. I mean, really, because if we go back, a few decades, really it was the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and those type of groups, and that was rock and roll. And if you, which I love to listen to that stuff, and if you really take all the music out of those groups, country music today is like, all the chords they're almost identical. I mean, you can go back and just play the same thing and just go from a modern country song right into a Beach Boys song. And it's so identical. So, I mean,
yep. I know what you like to say. I know what you like to say. Yeah, well, so are you doing anything to take country music beyond its current borders, or are you happy where it is?
Oh, I think you can always push to the next level. I think that's why Jason's in my project right now is so cool, because we're bringing a duet to the table. Jason has a great record as a solo artist, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to work with him now. And then having a female voice added to him is just making a really great dynamic and a great texture, and that's why we're so excited to bring this duet project on now. So, but you can always take it to the next level, and I hope 5-10 years into our duet career, we're still pushing for the next bar.
So, what's unique about you that differentiates you from other artists?
I'm a really short guy. I'm this midget, and that's what
do we want to answer that? Do we want to give it away?
Sure.
I'm 6'2½", so I'm tall for a female. And Jason,
she's 5'14".
5'14". Jason's a tall guy too, so I think our stage presence is going to be immediately obvious, and it's going to set us apart. Also, the songwriters that we're working with are really strong, so we are going to be unique right from the start.
Yeah, it's kind of like, when we play, it's like our heads are always getting burned because our heads are in the lights all the time.
When you're on tour, do you have the time to play tourist?
What's that?
When you're on tour, do you have to play time you're tourist?
Like play?
No, when you're on tour, do you have the time to play tourist, to go walk around?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's the best part of going somewhere is that not only do you get to play and do something that you love, for maybe a little money every now and then, but really it's traveling and truthfully meeting people has been probably, I think, one of the biggest blessings. That I never travel between seeing new things and then meeting people. I never thought that when we started into the music career, I really honestly never thought that those would be actually two of the most important things that we get out of it. So
Fans are always hungry for good road stories. Do you have one you can share?
Good what story?
Road stories. We got one from last night. She missed it. She missed it last night. But last night we're on the bus right out here in front of the convention center, and we're sitting in the back lounge, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the bus goes. It moves, And we're all looking at each other, going, "Man, what's that?" The bus doesn't ever just move because it's parked, And so we look out the front window, and there's one of our promotions guys has got a truck, and all of a sudden we see these brake lights in the window of the bus. We're going, he did not just run into the bus, and we all go running towards the front of the bus, and we look, and he's laughing. He's going, "Man, I didn't see it. You didn't see it. How would you not see this bus?" So.
It depends how big the bus is.
Yeah, I know, right? I know.
Right.
Yeah.
Please describe each of you. What is a perfect day for you?
Oh my gosh. Every day is a perfect day that you get to open your eyes and, breathe some fresh air. I really can't complain very much. There's a saying that I kind of keep with me. It says, dear normal day, let me not pass you by in some quest for some rare and perfect tomorrow. So I think it's always a perfect day as long as you haven't lost someone close to your heart. So
I agree.
That's just a simple answer, I guess.
So, thanks for the interview.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Christian, it was fantastic. It's great to see you again. I know, in case nobody knows, this man is everywhere in Nashville. Every time you turn a corner, there is your guy. This guy right here. Everywhere. So, we thank you for coming and talking to everybody. So.
See you next time.
All
Thank
right,
you.
See you next
time.